what has happened with Adam Beckman? Like, we've gone from not knowing if he can transition from what he was doing in junior to professional hockey. Then we see him go full rock star mode in like preseason games. Then we see him get sent down to Iowa and get buried with the players you mentioned before, playing with like McLeod and shit. Then he's shooting pucks in the driveway in the summer because that was the prescribed fix. And now he's just getting like, he's gotten no looks. There's been no talk about him. Does this guy have any shot in hell of playing for the Minnesota Wild more than a couple of games? Like, is it kind of written on the wall that he is just not long for this organization?
I mean, it kind of feels like that, to be honest with you, because, like, you know, we talked about it before, too. Like, this whole idea of, yeah, you can never, like, overdevelop. I thought at a certain point last year, I was like, I mean, he's done, like, especially the year before, like 2 years ago, he looked, I mean, he was, like we talked about, like, buried pretty much. And playing, I still can't believe that fucking the fourth line of Beckman, McLeod, and Brent Paddock. But it's, we're at the point now where, like, he has a great year last year, completely different player. Starts off this year great. Like, I think he had 4 points first 3 games. He was averaging like 4 to 5 shots every single game. Obviously, he plays hard. He's scrappy. Like, he literally, like, it's not like he's just this sniper that, like, stands on the periphery. Like, he is everywhere on the ice, and he gets to the hard areas. Like, he loves scoring goals, but, like, it's interesting. He had the great first 3 games. I think game 4, he had 0 shots on net. He was -4, and then he just went into this rut of like 6 games. Comes back and plays great for their 5-game stint. 7 points, I think, couple of goals, little snipes, and he was like confident again. And right now he's fighting it. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I wrote it down a few times on Saturday when I was watching as I was taking notes. Ghost, didn't see. Like, I forgot 7 different times. I was like, oh shit, I forgot he was even out here. Still had a great scoring chance. So, like, I don't know. I'm at the point now where I'm like, is there even, like you just said it, like, is there even like is there a path? Because I don't, how much, it's not like a character thing either, by the way, like, obviously. And we've seen him do what he can do in the AHL, like in spurts maybe, but like, even when he's been called up to the NHL, he at least looks like he can play. When he's even being thrown out there on like a 4th line, I think he scored like 2, 3 NHL goals that got taken back too. Like, well, every time he scores, it's fucking. I'm like, God damn it! Like, let like this fucking kid score.
He had so much like more. I don't even know the proper phrasing, but he scored a goal and everyone knew immediately because the electricity was flowing. Yeah. Like, he had so much more spunk to him than like any of the players on the team.
Well, that preseason was crazy.
Oh my God. Yeah. So
I just wonder now, like, you know, you look at, especially with the guys coming over that are projected they should be able to make this team soon.
Yeah.
To like the guys in Europe, you've got a bunch of other guys playing college hockey, junior hockey. And like, I don't know if it's at the point, I mean, and if I'm Adam Beckman, I'm sitting like, I don't like, I want to play here, but
what more is there for him to prove in Iowa?
I don't. Yeah, that's the thing. And like, it's not like he's been like, again, this year he's been inconsistent. And when he's bad, you don't see him. Like, you forget he's on the ice. That's fine. But I just don't know that. Again, I'm saying I thought he should have been in a position to make the team this year after his season last year. With the fact we were all wondering if he had a chance after that one ridiculous preseason 2 years or 2 or 3 years ago at this point. I don't know really like how much there was for him to do in the AHL. And now you're just like kind of seeing him going in hot streaks, cold streaks. I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, like looking, like trying to project this roster the next couple of years. Does he end up like, do you pencil him in somewhere? Like, I have to work the pencil him in because I want to.
Yeah, he'll be on Draisaitl's wing.
I mean, at this point, what's he, 24, 25? Like,
is he even that?
I don't know. I can't
No
remember.
way.
Where is he? 2019 draft, maybe? So that would make him 22, 23, maybe? I can't remember.
Yeah, something like that. But like the thing for me, man, you mentioned it with Nick Patan, right? Like we've seen it. He is too good for the AHL, not good enough for the NHL. Beckman, too good for the AHL. We have no proof on whether or not he's good enough for the NHL yet. And that's what's frustrating. Like if they knew, like, nope, this guy's just not right, get him somewhere else. You can get something recouped in assets. It's not going to be anything crazy, but also let him go on and just live his life. It's just
that's
ridiculous.
where I'm at with him, and I hate it. And he had like kind of the misfortune too of like, so he was here. What was it? I think it was. I can't remember if it was the 18 or 19 draft, but he was the year before bracket comes in, right? And at that point, when he gets drafted, he's like, "Oh, look at that! He fell to the third round. He could actually still end up being a steal in the third round." At that point, the Wild prospect pool was essentially empty and like zero high-end blue chip guys.
Right.
The next year he puts up 50 in the WHL, and everyone's like, he probably should have gone top 20 in this year's draft. So then he is the guy in that pool, along with like Boldy. And by the way, Boldy's first season at BC wasn't like a top 10 caliber pick, whatever, top 15 caliber pick. So like you're looking at Beckman like, oh fuck, like we have a blue chip prospect. All of a sudden, the cupboard not only gets like filled, it is overflowing with just insanely high-end talent.
Hang on though, Z. Hang on.
Oh boy.
Rossi is the only guy that's played extended minutes in Minnesota since
I saw that tweet and I spit my coffee out. I wasn't even drinking any. What a
fucking loser.
That is the worst tweet of all time. But like, so he had that kind of like misfortune of at one point he is the only blue chip guy with Matt Boldy. He's the one guy that they have that performs that year. All of a sudden, Judd Brackett gets hired, and it's like hit. Well, I guess you can't say the hit yet, but like when you go back and review all the prospects they brought in,
trending.
You're like, oh fuck. Like this guy's nasty. Every goddamn draft. And then you make trades, and you end up with guys that you weren't expecting, like a Brock Faber. It's kind of like he almost becomes like the forgotten guy, and like that's where I wonder at this point with Beckman if there isn't really a path forward for him to literally make the team either. I mean, it's crazy just to say next year, because like it's another whole year from now. It's not like we're not talking about this like in March or April, and it's the end of the year now. It's like, okay, he like 10 months from now, hopefully he can make this fucking hockey team.
Yeah.
And like these are the pivotal years now, like with how the league's going. It's the guys that are 20 through 25, 26 years old. Like not only do they just get a footing, but they're some of the best players on the planet. So I do wonder if they're going to end up being tempted, whether it's mid-season. But like, again, if I'm Adam Beckman, like I'm sitting like, all right, if I literally just don't have a chance to crack this lineup this year on a full-time basis, like he's shown that he wants to stay. He's shown he can be a great personality on this team too, with a ton of talent. Obviously, like we've seen it before. It was funny just listening to the comments about him from the established players. Like, dude, he fucking walked in here like he was the captain. It was hilarious. It's like not in a bad way. He was just very comfortable. But I mean, if I'm back, I'm saying, all right, if I don't have a chance here, like I would like to go somewhere where I might have a chance of ending up in the lineup sooner. It sucks. Because he's the man. Like I love having an Adam Beckman on the hockey team that I root for. Like he's the man. Like he's a great player, and he's funny as shit. He's got a great personality. Everyone loves him. So it just sucks that like I just don't. I mean, I don't know. It could end up happening somehow, but just like the way things that were pretty far out of his control, the way it's kind of like wound up here, like it doesn't seem like there isn't really an immediate path for him to establish himself in Minnesota full time, which just sucks.
Yeah, agreed. I'd love to see it.
He's a good fucking hockey player, man.
It's because that driveway work.
Yeah, I still,